Hello friends, in today's tutorial we are going to call API using HTTP, and for state management here we are using provider. In my previous video I already called this API with HTTP, but at that time I used set state for state management. So if you want to check this video, then go to the description box and link is already provided there. So go there and check this video. So let's start this tutorial. For this we need three packages. First one is HTTP for API calling, second one is provider for state management, and the third one is internet connection checker for the check internet availability. So let's start. So this is my home screen in which I am calling API in my init part, and this data show as a list view and it shows some images and text here. This is my API call URL and this is my response, and this link is I already defined in my API const.class. So this is our URL, this is our API call class. So all these things I already explained in my previous video. If you want to know, then go there and check this video. Now output so like this way. So this is our output. Now we'll add our package name from pub.dev. So search a package name, it's a provider, and copy this and paste it in our pubspec.yaml file. Let's get it, and it's done. Okay, now we will create a directory of view model. So create a new directory, it's a view model. Add a new dart file in this directory, it's a search view model. Create a class of search view model, and we will extend this class from change notifier. So this is change notifier, and here I am declaring our response is a search list response, and we'll make it let. We are going to create a get method for this because we want to use in our home screen. So get method is necessary. Now we'll cut our API call from here because there is no need to call API in this part. We will call API in our view model. So create a new method here. It's a future, and it's returning void is a search get search list, and we'll paste method here. Make it async. Cut this part because we don't need set state. Okay, now we will create a new class, that is a status class. So we will define new class here. It's a enum, and this class name is status, and its data type is enum, its return type is enum. So create a new class. We are using a enum class here because enum is a special kind of class used to represent fixed number of constant value. As a enum element we are using state name is no internet, success, failed, success, and last one is loading. So our enum class is done. We can declare this way. Okay, now we will use our enum is here status, and make it get method. Okay, this is get and done. Okay, now our status is ready. Now we will use our internet checking method, because we want to check if internet connection is here. So we will use here internet check connection method. First of all, we have to add package of this. Add a package of this method. Copy this and add it in our pubspec.yaml file. Get this. Okay, now we'll copy this method from here for internet connection checker. We will make it in common util, because if we want to use multi-purpose or multiple time, then it is necessary to add in our common util. So make it a new common util and create a class. Make a new method for this. It's a future and its return type is boolean. Okay, then it is check internet connection. Here we are using await, so make it async and import this package of internet connection checker. Okay, we will return this internet connection checker value. It is in boolean, so delete this part. Okay, now our check connection is ready for use. Now we'll use in our view model. First of all, we will check the internet connection and then after we'll proceed. So first of all, check the internet connection. If value is true, then internet connection is available. So at that time we will start our loading state. So we'll define here our loading state. It is status dot loading and notify it. It is necessary when you provide any state, then notifier is necessary. And after then we will call API in this part, else this is the status of no internet notifier. Okay, if status code is 200, then we have to provide a state of success. If it is not success, then it goes to else part and it is a failed state. Notify it. Okay, so our all method is done. Our all state is mentioned over here. This is loading state and this is no internet state. This is failed and this is success. Now we'll go to the home screen and we will define all the state and all this method over there. This is the main part. First of all, we will declare our view model here. So add a multi-provider and a provider name here. This is a child and child is a my app. Okay, mention the provider name in this provider class. This is a change notifier and it will create a view model. And declare the name of view model that we want to use here. This is a search view model. Okay. Okay, done. Now we'll declare this view model here. So first of all, declare here search view model. Make it let. And here we will initialize our view model. So this is search view model. It's a provider of pass context and listen it's false. Here declare the view model name. Okay, our declaration is done. Initialize is also done. Now we'll call API in our init part. So call the search view model and get search list. So our API call is done. Now we'll create a consumer. So this is our whole widget area in which I am going to declare a widget name is consumer. And it's a need a builder and it will return. Okay, we have to pass here a context, then provider name we are declaring as an item, and this is the child. So these three things we have to declare here, and now it's written our widget. Okay, and declare the view model name here. Here we are declaring all the stats that we have already mentioned in our view model. So our first state is a loading state. So we will define here it's an item and it is a status dot loading. If we get a loading state, then we will return here a circular progress indicator. And in else if we got a success, then we will return a container of a widget that we have already done in this container part. If we get success, then we will add this container part. Cut this part and paste here. And else part, if we get a no internet state, then we will define here, printing here If we get a no internet stat, then we have to define here item.status, and status is equal to no internet. Print here no internet. If we don't get internet connection, then this part will be execute. Then after, print a error part. If our API call status is failed, then this part will be execute. This is a success state in which we are creating a list, and I will add all the response data from this list. So this is a category list, and I will data in this list when we get a success state. So this is a category list, and I will add a response here, item.category response. Sorry, search response. Okay. Now our all data is available in category list. Okay. Then after, I am running this. It's running now. We'll see what is the result. Okay, it's error because body might not complete normally, so we have to add some child here. This is a text of no internet. Okay, cut this print and run it again. If we got a status of error, then we have to print API call error. Run it. It's taking too much time. Okay, it's run now, and we got all the data here. Okay. Meanwhile, it shows some error here. What is the error? Now we'll check our internet connection. When we have not internet connection, then what will be the result? And it's so no internet, so it is fine, it's working fine. If we are adding something in our URL, so what happened? Our API call is not done, so we are checking whether it is go in our failed state or not. Run it. Add some file here, and this is API call error, so it is working very fine. Run it again, and we got original data of our API call. So this is our enum type, and in which I am going to add a none state. If we does not get any state, then we have to add a none state. So first of all, make this first state as a none state, and this is our home screen in which I am adding this status. This is no internet, and else if we are adding a new state is a none state, and in which I am printing a welcome. So if we don't get any state, then it is a welcome or none state. Okay, now our API call is done with provider. Close all the tab. Let's start from here. What we need, it's HTTP package, it's provider, and internet connection checker. These three libraries necessary. Then after we will use this two method. First it is in API call. This is API const. So here we are declaring our URL, and here I am adding this http.get method. This is our provider that we are using in our view model. So this is our search view model, and it is extend change notifier. We have to declare our response here, and then we have to check all the state, and all the state will have some value. So it is our home screen, and in home screen this is our change notifier. This is our main screen. We have to declare in our main.dat file before any widget. So this is our view model, and we have to declare it, and we have to initialize it, and then we have to call a method for it. After then we have to create a consumer, and we have to define all the state in this consumer. So this is all the status, and this is all the state. According to that state, it will show the value, and this is our enum class. So this is all about our API call with provider. Now stop this, and tutorial code available in GitHub and link available in description. Please check it.